What if one of the most talked about celebrity couples in Hollywood is suddenly facing a relationship rumor that sounds far more dramatic than anything they have publicly confirmed? A viral claim circulating online says Timothée Chalamet was recently asked about how he is coping with his relationship with Kylie Jenner, with an alleged response discussing trust, schedules, cheating, and a mysterious man seen at home. But before we get into the details, make sure you stay until the end, because there is one important question behind this entire story. Is this actually something Timothée Chalamet said, or is the internet once again turning an unverified quote into a celebrity headline? If you follow celebrity news, Kylie Jenner, Timothée Chalamet, Hollywood relationships, celebrity couples, and entertainment updates, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because this story is exactly the kind of rumor that can explode across social media before the facts catch up. The claim begins with a quote attributed to Timothée Chalamet. According to the viral wording, he allegedly said that he and Kylie Jenner have never really had any issues, that she has always been open with him about her schedule, and that he has never had a problem with her needing time for work. The quote then takes a much more dramatic turn. The alleged statement claims that Kylie Jenner has never cheated on him. It supposedly describes a moment when Timothée allegedly saw Kylie with another man at home and asked who the man was. The explanation in the viral quote was that the man was supposedly one of Kylie's business assistants, and that Timothée believed her. The alleged statement concludes with the idea that everything is going well between the couple. On the surface, that sounds like a major celebrity relationship revelation. But there is a problem. A search for the exact wording does not turn up a reliable interview source confirming that Timothée Chalamet actually said these words. And that distinction matters. Because when a quote involves two of the biggest names in entertainment, a dramatic sentence can travel incredibly fast. One repost becomes another repost. A screenshot becomes a TikTok. A TikTok becomes a YouTube video. And suddenly, a statement with no clearly identified original interview can look like an established fact. So let's slow the story down. Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner have been one of the most closely watched celebrity couples of recent years. Their relationship has attracted enormous attention because of the contrast between Timothy's Hollywood career and Kylie Jenner's position as a global beauty and business personality. Every public appearance becomes news. Every photograph becomes analysis. Every interaction can trigger another round of speculation about their relationship status. And that is exactly why stories involving their private life can become so difficult to separate from online rumor. Now, here's where the alleged quote becomes particularly interesting. The wording doesn't simply talk about love or romance. It talks about trust. It talks about schedules. It talks about another man. And most importantly, it introduces the subject of cheating. Those are emotionally charged subjects, especially when attached to a celebrity couple with millions of people watching. Imagine the headline possibilities. Timothée Chalamet addresses Kylie Jenner cheating rumors. Timothée Chalamet breaks silence on Kylie Jenner relationship. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet relationship update. Timothée Chalamet speaks about trust in his relationship. Those keywords practically write the headline themselves. But a strong headline is not the same thing as strong evidence. And that is where viewers need to be careful. There is currently no reliable source identified for the exact alleged interview quote presented in this story. The search results available do not establish that Timothée Chalamet made the statement. That doesn't automatically prove that every detail surrounding the rumor is fabricated. It simply means the quote should not be presented as a confirmed statement from Timothée. And that distinction is especially important when discussing private relationships. Because there is another layer to this story. Kylie Jenner is not simply a celebrity. She is one of the most recognizable figures in the world of beauty, fashion, reality television, and social media. Timothée Chalamet, meanwhile, has developed into one of the most prominent young actors in Hollywood. Put those two names together and you have a perfect recipe for intense media attention. Their relationship has been followed closely by entertainment outlets and fans, with people constantly looking for clues about where the couple stands. A dinner. A public appearance. A red carpet moment. A vacation. A change in social media behavior. Even silence can become a story. And when silence meets speculation, rumors can fill the gap. That is why the alleged statement about an unidentified man at home immediately attracts attention. The story creates a very specific image. Timothee allegedly sees Kylie with another man, asks who he is, receives an explanation, and chooses to trust her. It is dramatic. It is personal. And it sounds like something that could come from an interview. But sounding authentic is not the same as being authentic. That is the key point. Now pause for a moment, because this is where the story gets even more interesting. If Timothee actually gave an interview addressing cheating, trust, and another man in Kylie Jenner's home, there should normally be a traceable source, a recognizable interviewer, a publication, a video, a transcript, or at least a credible report quoting the original interview. Without that source, the quote remains unverified. And in today's celebrity news environment, verification matters more than ever. Social media can make an unverified celebrity quote look official within minutes. A dramatic sentence can be placed over a photograph of Timothee. Another image can show Kylie. A headline can use words like breaking, shocking, or exclusive. And suddenly viewers may assume they are looking at a confirmed interview. But photographs do not authenticate quotations. A viral post does not authenticate quotations. A screenshot does not authenticate quotations. And repetition does not turn a rumor into fact. That is why this story should be understood as a report about a circulating claim rather than a confirmed confession from Timothée Chalamet. Still, the reason people are so interested is obvious. Fans have followed the Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner relationship closely because the couple represents two very different sides of modern celebrity culture. Timothee's world is built around film, acting, major Hollywood productions, premieres, awards conversations, and his rapidly expanding status as a leading actor. Kylie's world is built around beauty, fashion, entrepreneurship, reality television, social media, and a massive global audience. Their relationship sits directly at the intersection of those worlds. And that creates an enormous appetite for updates. When either celebrity appears somewhere without the other, people speculate. When they appear together, people speculate. When they are photographed together, fans analyze body language. When there are no photographs, fans analyze the silence. That cycle is almost impossible to escape. And this is precisely why a rumor about cheating can become so powerful. The word cheating instantly changes the emotional temperature of a story. A normal relationship update becomes a potential scandal. A private moment becomes a mystery. And an ordinary interaction with another person suddenly becomes evidence in the eyes of social media users. But relationships cannot be accurately understood through isolated photographs or anonymous claims. The same applies to celebrity relationships. We do not know what happens behind closed doors. We do not know every conversation between Timothee and Kylie. And we should not pretend that we do. What we can do is examine what has actually been reported and separate that from what remains unverified. That brings us back to the viral quote. The alleged statement is extremely specific. It allegedly says Kylie is open about her schedule. It allegedly says Timothee has never had an issue with that. It allegedly addresses cheating directly. And it allegedly describes an encounter involving a male business assistant. But without an original source, those details should remain in the category of allegation. And that is not just a technical distinction. It protects viewers from being misled. It also protects public figures from having words placed in their mouths that they may never have spoken. Now imagine the story from another angle. Suppose a celebrity relationship is perfectly healthy. Then an unverified quote appears online suggesting there was suspicion of cheating. The quote spreads. Fans begin debating it. Entertainment pages repost it. Comment sections become divided. Some people believe it. Others call it fake. Eventually, the original source becomes almost impossible to find because thousands of posts have repeated the same wording. At that point, the rumor can appear larger than the evidence behind it. That is the power of viral celebrity news. And Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner are exactly the kind of names that can generate enormous engagement. But there is another reason this story deserves attention. The alleged quote doesn't actually describe a confirmed breakup. It doesn't establish that Kylie cheated. It doesn't establish that Timothee confronted her. In fact, the wording claims the opposite. It portrays the relationship as stable. That is an important detail that can easily disappear when a headline focuses on the most sensational parts. The internet may focus on the words cheated, another guy, or business assistant. But the alleged quote itself supposedly ends with reassurance. Everything is going well between them. That contrast is what makes the rumor so clickable. A story that appears to contain a cheating accusation but ends with a declaration of trust creates a mystery. Why would Timothee need to address cheating at all? Was he actually asked about it? Was the quote taken out of context? Was it fabricated? Or did it originate from a completely different source and later become associated with Timothee? Those questions remain unanswered without a credible original interview. And that is the biggest takeaway. The story is interesting. The quote is viral. The names are real. The relationship is real and has received enormous public attention. But the specific statement circulating online has not been reliably established as something Timothée Chalamet actually said. So viewers should be cautious before sharing it as a confirmed celebrity confession. And perhaps that is the most fascinating part of the entire story. In an era when celebrity relationships can generate millions of views, sometimes the biggest mystery isn't what happened between two famous people. Sometimes the real mystery is how a sentence appeared online in the first place. Was it an interview? Was it a repost? Was it an edited clip? Was it a fan-made caption? Was it generated from an older rumor? Or was it simply a quote that was never real? Until the original source is identified, there is no responsible way to say that Timothée Chalamet made the statement as a fact. What we can say is that the claim has the exact ingredients that make celebrity stories go viral: Timothée Chalamet, Kylie Jenner, relationship drama, cheating rumors, trust, another man, and the possibility of a Hollywood relationship being tested behind the scenes. But viral does not mean verified. And sensational does not mean confirmed. For fans of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, that may be a less dramatic conclusion than a cheating scandal. But it is also the more accurate one. For now, the alleged interview quote should be treated as unverified, not as a confirmed statement from Timothée Chalamet. And until a credible interview, video, transcript, or reputable publication provides the original source, the mystery remains. If you enjoyed this update and want more celebrity news, Hollywood relationship stories, Kylie Jenner updates, Timothée Chalamet news, and the latest entertainment headlines, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And tell us what you think in the comments. Do you believe this quote is genuine, or does it look like another viral celebrity rumor that spread faster than the facts? Stay tuned, because in Hollywood, the next headline can change everything. The deeper we look into this story, the more important one question becomes: where did the alleged quote actually come from? That question may sound simple, but in the world of celebrity news, it can completely change the meaning of a story. Because when a statement is attributed to someone as recognizable as Timothée Chalamet, the first thing that matters is not how shocking the statement sounds. It is whether the statement can be traced back to a real source. And this particular claim is interesting because it contains several details designed to sound incredibly personal. The alleged comments supposedly describe how Kylie Jenner communicates her schedule, how Timothee responds when she is busy, and how he handles situations involving other men. That kind of language immediately creates the impression that viewers are hearing directly from Timothee about the private side of his relationship. But again, there is a major difference between an authentic interview and a quote circulating without a verifiable origin. This is where celebrity rumors become complicated. People often see a sentence repeated hundreds of times and assume that someone must have confirmed it. But repetition is not confirmation. One social media account can copy another. A video can copy a headline. A headline can copy an anonymous post. And eventually, nobody remembers where the original claim came from. By the time the story reaches a large audience, the quote can appear completely legitimate simply because it has been repeated so many times. That is why the Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner story deserves a closer look. The alleged statement contains one especially powerful element: trust. Trust is at the center of almost every relationship discussion. And when celebrities are involved, trust becomes even more complicated because their relationships exist under constant public attention. Imagine living in a relationship where almost every public appearance can become a headline. A dinner can become a relationship update. A vacation can become a romance story. A photograph with another person can become a cheating rumor. And a few days without a public appearance together can suddenly become a breakup theory. For Timothee and Kylie, that pressure is amplified by the size of their individual fan bases. Both have millions of followers. Both have global recognition. And both live in an environment where private moments can quickly become public conversation. That makes the alleged statement about another man particularly clickable. But there is something viewers should remember. Seeing a celebrity with another person does not automatically tell us what their relationship is with that person. A colleague can look like a romantic partner in a photograph. A business associate can look like a friend. A friend can be mistaken for a romantic interest. And an ordinary interaction can be transformed into a scandal simply because the people involved are famous. In Kylie Jenner's case, her business world is enormous. She has worked with executives, assistants, photographers, stylists, managers, brand representatives, designers, security personnel, and countless other professionals. So the mere presence of another man in her professional environment would not establish romantic involvement. The same principle applies to Timothee. His career puts him around actors, directors, producers, stylists, journalists, publicists, and other professionals constantly. Celebrity life is built around professional interaction.